What's up, YouTube and Facebook, and now Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, link down in the description. Working on the CXT today. Been a little while since I posted any RC videos. Work's been super busy. If you've seen any of my videos from that drive to Afton, that was like a nearly 14-hour day by the time we got the truck loaded, got over there, backed up that ridiculous driveway, and then got back to Rome. So that was a long day. Worked a few Saturdays because we just have so much work we can't keep up, and none of the other truss plants can either. So at least it's good that nobody can keep up, I suppose. Although I don't know if I like having that many people move into my town anymore. I got the batteries in the CXT. Give it a little ram. We'll put that clip here. And the slipper clutch isn't slipping at all. So, and the drive shaft's turning between the two transmissions. So I think I'm stripping the gears out in the HPI Wheelie King transmission. Although in HPI's defense, I don't think it was meant to have two 45 turn motors with 3000 milliamp going to each motor. I just don't think they planned on that transmission handling that much power. So we'll take the transmission out, get a look inside, and I also have the steel for the trailer I'm going to build for this truck. So now that it's starting to be a little cooler, hopefully I can get some work in the garage. Like I said, I've just been so busy at work. I usually just come home, eat dinner, shower, veg for a minute, and go to bed. So let's get into it and see what we got. Okay, I really am a fan of these gold, low resistant automotive style plugs. They just slip right on real nice and allows you to take the motor off without unsoldering. My little note to myself: yellow wire to the red on the motor. Unplug the steering servo, get that out of the way, and then this whole middle section comes right off. Well, there's two bolts holding it in the back. But that was kind of done on purpose. That way, if I do need to do maintenance on it, it's easy to just get into it. So I got 2 screws here, 2 screws on the bottom, and then that whole transmission comes out. So we'll get that out next. Okay, got the transmission out. Excuse me. I might have messed myself up by mounting it to the 2 screws here at the top that hold the 2 halves together. So we'll get in here and see what's what. So we use a fatter head screwdriver. That short one's just great for getting in and getting the screws out for mounting it. So might have to look at upgrading this transmission with some hardened gears or a metal case to keep the gear mesh a little better. Or maybe some longer screws to hold the 2 halves together better, just to keep a good gear mesh. I've also never ran this transmission in anything before, so I got the truck as a roller, so I'm not sure, maybe somebody else kind of goobered it up a bit. Okay. Well, there's plenty of grease in there. Let's see if we can get that one out. That one looks good. Quite a bit of grease in here, actually. Cap. Oh. I didn't know there was a slipper in there, apparently. Rig. Well, those teeth don't look damaged, so... I guess we'll look at this guy. Well, it definitely had grease on it, that's for sure. Okay. Hopefully the light's not too bad. Those teeth, boy, they all look good. Lots of little caps in there. Alright, so those are the teeth that mesh with the input. It's like so. So I'm not actually tearing anything up. I can't get it to click or anything. Grease kind of makes it a little hard. I have no idea how this works, so I guess I'll hop on my phone real quick, see if I can find some info on that, and I'm just glad I'm not tearing up the gears, so let me do some research and we'll get right back. Alright, after a little research, the center gears here have a clicker clutch in them, so what I thought was actually gear grinding was this thing keeping it from tearing the transmission up. I don't know what its preload is or how much torque you can actually put through this transmission before you start tearing it apart. I did see a thread where you can glue this, so I won't do that anymore, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to run it like this for a while. Next paycheck, I might hop on RC four-wheel drive, see if they still have the steel hardened gears for this, which gets away with this clicker clutch. And then I might order a metal transmission case for it. And then the Traxxas transmission has a slipper on it, so I'll let that do the work, and I'll either twist the drive shafts, snap the drive shafts, or chew up the gears in the axles, which I did see some people said that different HPI hardened gears would fit in the axles. So that's good to know, and yeah, we'll get this put back together. I still need some body work to do. I just haven't, it's just been hot and I haven't done any of the work I need to do on anything. So screws back in it, get it back in the truck, and yeah, we'll just run it like this for a little while. I won't really need to get rid of this until I get the trailer built anyways, or I really want to test how much power this thing has and try to pull me in a wagon. So that's that. I've also been wasting a bunch of time with Warframe. My Xbox username is the same as my YouTube username, so if you see Blue Dooley on Warframe, feel free to say hi. It is easy to get it in here. Well, not super easy, you kind of got to wiggle it around some stuff. Come on. 2 screws into the case here, 2 on the other, and then I just got to make sure I get my drive shafts all in phase, which isn't too bad. Most of the time. Those. Come on. Cooperate with me here, transmission. There we go. There we go. Alright. So yeah, I need to make sure this is in phase with this drive shaft. Get out of the way. And then these 2 are always in phase, so I just got to make sure they all line up. And yeah, the CXT will be back together. And then on to the next project. As always, click like and subscribe if you haven't.